Hi, in this video I will show you how we will configure the WebUtil in Oracle Forms 14c. I will show you the both method. There are two methods. One is OLE and the other is Non-OLE. So OLE basically stand for object linking and embedding. So WebUtil is basically an essential tool in Oracle Forms that allow us to seamless integration with client-side resources. For example, the files, printer, registry, and Microsoft Office application like that. It will help bridge the gap between web-based Oracle Forms and local system functionalities. First, we will talk about the WebUtil without object linking and libraries. So without OLE, the WebUtil still access the server-side and client-side resources such as files, registries, and directories, and their printer setting. But it cannot interact with the Microsoft Office application. The method is very lighter and it's available without Excel, Word, PowerPoint, Outlook automation. So let's get started. We will first start our PL SQL. I'm using PL SQL tool. You can use any. Here I will connect with my system user at my free PDB1, which is my 23 AI Oracle database. So here I will create a user. Okay, after creating the user, we will grant some rights. So let me grant it for the demo purpose. I will grant it to all the rights. After creating the user, we will connect to our WebUtil user. And we will paste a script here for that. For that, I will go to my middleware home, Oracle home, and here we will go to forms, and I will copy the WebUtil script. It will be available with the create WebUtil DB, so you can edit it and simply copy this into your IDE of database, and we will create this script by running it. After the creation of script, we will go to our some paths, which is Oracle home and the user projects, domains, base domain, and config, fmw config, components. Here we will go to forms, instances, form, and server. So you will find a file webutil.cfg here. We will edit this and we will comment this section. For commenting it, just add a number sign before. We will save this file. After editing the file, we will start our form builder. I will open my sample form, which is WebUtil demo form, which is easily available. So we will attach a library here, which is also available in the same path, which is our middleware home, Oracle home, and forms. This is a WebUtil.pll. So I will attach this library, and I will connect my form with my WebUtil user, which I recently created, free PDP1. Okay, it's connected successfully. If you look into the form, there are so many things available. It is just a demo form, and it's easily available on the internet. So what it basically contains all the client side utilities by which after the WebUtil configuration we are able to we are able to connect, and we can access the client side information. So let's compile this. For compiling it, just compile the form. Okay, so it's we'll create our FMX. After setting of our form, we will create this form entry for testing it. For testing, I am going to this path, and then I will go to servers, WLS form, application, form, config, and here I will edit this form's web.cfg file. Okay, this is a simple sample WebUtil deployment configuration entry. So we will copy it and paste it. I will name it as a WebUtil without OLE, and I will rest the same. Here I will add the address of form and my user ID. The form address will be automatically sync, but the form name must be at WebUtil underscore demo.fmx, which we recently compiled. And for demo purpose, I am giving this WebUtil user at the rate our free PDB1. So we will save this form. After making the changes in our web forms web.cfg file, we will restart our form server. For that, I will go to my CMD and I will run the command of stop managed server WLS underscore forms. So it will start our form services, and we will again start it after it will stop. Okay, you can see the server is stopped. I will start the manage server of forms. You can see the server state that changed to running. We will start our Microsoft Edge, and I will write the address of my local host and config, then WebUtil WO, which is without OLE. I will reload it into Microsoft Internet Explorer. Okay, so you can see the form is started, so we can get the client side information, but this is without object linking and embedding libraries, which is Microsoft Word, Excel, Outlook, automation. So we can still access the client side information, but not the Microsoft Office utilities. So now, after this starting successfully, we will see how we can configure the WebUtil with OLE. Figuring the WebUtil with object linking and embedding OLE. Here in this form it's not available. There is another demo form where object linking and embedding with the Microsoft Office Excel is defined. So I have already downloaded that form too. Let's close this. Okay, and WebUtil. This is also available on internet. So here we have the same blocks, but the difference is that in this demo canvas you can see the WebUtil, the file name, and the right to MS Word. So how to configure it, let me show you. So how to configure this, let me show you. We will open again the file of webutil.cfg, and here we will edit, actually uncomment these entries. We will just comment it that for without OLE. We will uncomment all these and save our file. Another thing is about these are the transfer database enabled, app server enabled, and access control. So for one, make sure these are the trues. These all are the true, and we can define our temporary directories here. We can define the directories here from which WebUtil will read the files. So we can change it. Let's save this file. The next step is downloading the JCOP. As for demo purpose, I have already downloaded the JCOP 1.21, which is supported for the Oracle Forms 14c, and I will add the link in the description of this video for downloading it. It's easily available. So after extracting it, it will contain some files. So we will copy these files one by one. First we will copy this 64x64 file, and we will copy it into our middleware Oracle Homes Forms, and here there will be a WebUtil folder and Win64. We will paste it here, and now the x86, which is a 32-bit file, copy it, copy it, and we will paste it into Win32. The next file is Jacob. We will copy it and we will paste it into forms, this path, and there will be a Java. Here we will paste it. So the remaining file is in docs. We will copy all these files and we will paste it into forms and docs folder. After copying all the files from our Jacob to in different locations, we will open our forms and go to Java, and we will edit this extension .gnlp file. We will uncomment this line. Let's save it. Now we will sign our jar file. For that I will go to my Oracle home, and here I will go to Oracle common, JDK, and bin. I will start the CMD here, go to my path, okay, here I will write the command key tool, which is keytool.exe, and I will generate a key, gen key, and the alias of that key is etechwise, and key ALG RSA, the key store, it will be start with the dot key store and underscore my company name etechwise and its validity. So we will run this command. Oops, there is a space missing. So it will ask us a password. We will simply make it with Oracle. It will ask our name. I will make it etechwise admin. You can use your. So let's put the other details. It will show us the message generating and its validity. Now we will sign our jacob.jar with the jar signer. So the jar signer is available in this directory. If I run the CMD, so jar signer is available here. So let me run the command for jar signer. It's jar signer.exe and key store. So it will be small. our file is .keystore underscore e techwise, and it will also require us the keystore password space store pass, and in my case it was a recall my password. And after that I will copy my address of Jacob. Jacob is available here in forms and Java. Let me expand it. So you can see this will be our complete command for signing the jacob.jar file. So we will write the jar signer, and then our key store with key store name, store password, and location of our jacob.jar, and we will create a file name also. So I will make it at etechwise. Address will be the jacob.jar etechwise. So our jar is signed, but there is a warning little bit. We can ignore this for the demo purpose. After signing the jar file, we will make some changes in our default.env file. For that we will go to our user project, domains, base domain, config, fmw config, servers, wls forms, application form config, and we will open this default.env file. Okay, here we will edit some class paths. These class paths at the end of this we will first add we will go to Java and copy, and after that there will be a file of we will add the reference of this file frm all.jar, another reference that we need to add it is Jacob, so Java path, and at the end of this file class path file and jacob.jar, and save this file. After making the changes in class path files, adding the reference of our required files, we will edit this file for running our forms web.cfg file. We will edit this WebUtil entry for smoothly running the WebUtil with OLE. I will go to at the end of this file and write this entry name as WebUtil underscore w with and OLE. So our form was WebUtil underscore demo underscore OLE. I have changed its name. We will compile this for making the FMX, and add the form here, form fmx, and we will add the user id also, WebUtil @free ddb1. So this will be our whole entry for WebUtil with the OLE testing. Before running this, we will need to restart our form server. So we will stop our manage server WLS forms. If the form is successfully stopped, we will restart it. After form state change to running, we will start our browser and go to our address, localhost, config WebUtil with OLE. Load this into Explorer. Okay, so you can see here we can read also the file of Microsoft Office. So this is how we can configure the WebUtil with the OLE. This is how we will configure the WebUtil with the OLE, object linking and embedding libraries. So that's all for this video. If you like the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.